Hey guys, we're back with a handlebar mustache guy. This is what we want him to look like, but we're going to, I've got one I'm working on here. I'm going to show you what I did on this guy. I went in and I dug out in here on the brim of his hat, and I rounded the crown of his hat. I put him I got the eye line across here, and I got eye sockets in. I rounded these shoulders, and we're going to try to get that part today, but mainly we're going to be working on this hat, and well, with that we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to come at first, and I'm going to round where I drew these lines. I'm going to take those out. I come in with just, I'm going to do this with a knife. And I think what I'm going to do is just get this thing carved for you all. I want you to see quite a bit of it that I do. Alright, I went up to that line now. I'll take that up just a little bit. And now I'll turn him over this way. And being on that side, I'm going to take a number 2 gouge and come in here and start shaving it away with this gouge. And it works like a knife. It does have a little bit of sweep to it. Okay, that's looking pretty good where I want it to be. I want this turned up on each side because I'm going to cup this around here and start rounding the crown of the hat. Alright, can you see that alright, Peyton?
Yep.
Alright, now I'm going to put that gouge down, and I'm going to get this number 11 here, and I'm going to start shaving away at the brim of this hat. Now I don't have the glove on this hand now because I don't have those old sharp edges that I was running to last time, but I put my little thumb guard on. That's not an accident. That's just what I use to wrap my thumb. But this right here, you can go in and put this little number 11 on its side, and just, I mean, it's several uses the way you can go up against the crown of the hat and just kind of roll it around. Can you see that, Peyton?
Yep.
Alright. And I've still got this, it's rounded. I mean, it needs to be rounded is what I'm trying to say. And if we don't get to where we're at, we'll just pick up on the next video, because I really, from now on, I want you to see pretty much everything. I know in the past I had done one side and did the other, but this time I want y'all to see what I'm doing. Might take a little bit longer, but we'll do it. We'll work at it that way. Now, right across here is, you can hear my tool. Really, it's a tough cross grain work right in here. And you can wet this down with a spray bottle. I do it sometimes. I I normally just carve the way I'm doing right now. But if it's a real hard piece, I'll go ahead and wet it down. And when you're doing this, you want to go in and feel the thickness with your fingers. You don't want to get it too thin, or you're gonna break through. Now what I'm gonna do is start rounding. I got this depth in pretty much where I want it. Let me get this right in here. Can you see that, Peyton, what I'm doing?
Yep.
Alright. I just don't want anything square like this area here where my bandsaw blade was. You want to take those out of there. Like that. Now it's kind of bulky right up in here. I'm going to put that tool down and I'm going to get my little upsweep number 2 knife, and I'm going to start rounding the crown of the hat. Yeah, let me turn it around this way. Let's see, that's looking pretty good right in there. Now I'm going to come in right in here. You want to keep that thumb out of the way when you're doing this. That's, believe me, I've cut my thumb like that before because I wasn't being careful. Can you see that all right, Peyton?
Yep.
Alright, I've got a center line here. What I want to do now is start bringing this very top of this crown to the center, to that center line. And I'll show you on this other one here how I'm rounding in here. Well, that's what you do. You got your center line, you're gonna carve over to your center line. So I'm gonna continue on this side. Yeah, and then I'm gonna come on this side here and start slinging wood chips at myself. It's getting round. That's where I want it. Now, it's still a little bulky in here. I'm going to take that out in just a minute. But right now, I'm going to come back here and work on this back side. Now, when you start working on the back, you're going to be cross grain, so you have to come down with your knife to the brim of the hat. It's just the way it's cut out. And just there again is my center line. So I take my little upsweep knife and I start bringing it down to the brim of the hat. Is that looking all right, Peyton?
Yep.
All right. I just want everybody to know I can't do these videos without Peyton, so you need to tell old Peyton he's doing a good job, because I can't film and carve at the same time. That's pretty much where I want it to be. It's a little thick right in here, so I'm going to take my number 9 gouge, and that's probably a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go around the base of this and round it a little bit more. Yeah, that's the way I want it to look there. And I'll take it, do the same back here. How we doing on time, Peyton?
You got about 7 minutes left.
Okay. Well, we're just about where I need to be on the hat. And I can hold it right there, and and clean up, but I basically got to where we needed to be on that. Now what I want to do is come in here where you see this line. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna start where my brow line is gonna be, and it'd be where the eyes are gonna be. So I'm gonna take a thin blade knife, come in and start notching at that. Turn it around this way. I'm getting in my brow line here. Actually, that nose is a little wide. I'm gonna come in and taper that down a little bit more. It's a little wide for me, so I'm going to go in with this upsweep knife and thin that nose up just a little bit. It's a little wide for me. I'll come in here on this side, do the same. And that's the beauty of this little upsweep knife, because it's almost like a gouge. You can get in there and scoop that out. And then once I did that, I'm going to go back in with a shallow gouge and work up to my eye line. I just want that nose was not looking right for me there. Yeah, now that's looking better. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make the nose really stand out on the face. But before I do that, I got to draw in the back side of this nostril here. Nostril, I mean the wing of the nose. And it goes right down where the mustache area is. So what I'm going to do now is go in with a V tool right here and just make me a little V cut right in here, all the way up to about right there, and do the same on this side. Just up the side of the wing of that nose, and then back down on this mustache area here. Now, what I'm going to do is go in, make me a big stop cut right there, and right in here. Then I'm going to take a little notch out. How we doing on time now, Peyton?
Got about 4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay. Go in right here. What this does, this little cut here, it makes the mustache stand out on the face a lot more. There. Now, while we're at it, and we're short on time here, I'm going to go in here and put this sideburn area in. I'm going to get me a V tool here, if I can find it, a large V. What did I do with it? Let me reach over here and get it. Well, it's not there. There's one right here. I'm sure it's up there, I just can't find it. And I'm come in and cut along that sideburn area. Do the same over here. And once on the next video, I'm not going to go in and do any more. We're going to start right where I stop, because I want you all to see how it's all done. We are on time, Peyton. I'm not. All right, and I cut back against that in this area here. And this is my little small up sweep, number 3. It's used for little tight areas like this. And then I'm going to cut along this sideburn area. And I'm going to sink these temples in right in here. Or that temple area rather. You see that right in there? Can you see that, Peyton?
Yep.
Alright, and I'm going to do it the same on this side over here. And we're just about at a stopping time. But I'm going to get this in before we stop. Okay, let's see here. I'm taking the nose down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We got the sideburn area in, and what we're going to do, we still got to round these shoulders, but I'll do it next time, like this one here. And then we'll make these gouge out our eye sockets, and then work on these shoulders, and then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I know it didn't seem like a whole lot, but you did get to see how I did all of this and this area in here. So with that, I'm gonna leave it with it. So happy carving to everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.